This is a video on ratios, specifically bar model. So I'm going to go through what is it, how to use it, example questions, how to questions, and a final summary. So what is it? Ratio is just a way to compare parts of a problem with another. So in short form, parts with parts. So as you see here, there's 3 red parts to 7 blue parts. So it's not like a fraction or anything like that, it's about comparing. So how do you use it? Well, in terms of bar model, what I usually tell students is to draw bars for the different ratios in question, and then divide the parts and the totals properly. So a couple rules here. The very first rule is to draw the bars the same size, and second, once you're done that, place numbers inside the bars once you're done with your mouse. Okay, so an example question. So the very first thing is I'll focus on this, the 3 to 2. Then I'll focus on the total later. So I'm going to draw 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then I focus on the 100 pounds. Basically, you need to think about that 100 pounds being divided up into 5 equal boxes. So if you do that, we can see that 100 divided by 5, so each bar gets 20. 20, 20, 20, so the first one gets 60, and the second one gets 40. So here's another question. Jasmine and Paul shares 104 dice in a ratio of 8 to 5. How many dice does Jasmine get? Well, same idea. Draw 8 to 5, 8 to 5, and you get 104. Divide by 13 boxes. And the reason why it's 13 is because if you add all these boxes up, you get 13. And then if you divide up, you get 8. So place number inside there, and you get 64 and 40. So Jasmine gets 64. Okay, here's another one. So Mary and Sarah share apples in a ratio of 3 to 2. If Mary gives Sarah 5 apples, then they would have the same amount. How many apples do they have all together? Okay, so let's focus on this one, 3 to 2. So you draw 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. But the thing is, you're going to be like, oh, how would I make it the same amount when you have 3 and 2? Well, divide the last bar into 2. So you got half and half. And if you divide that by half, you're going to get 5 and 5. Which means that each bar is 10. So you add them all up, which comes to here, 10, 10, 5, 10, 10, 5. If you add them all together, you're going to get 25 altogether. Okay, so example 2 in terms of question-wise. Rosie and John have cookies in the ratio of 8 to 3. But John's mom comes and gives him 4 more homemade cookies, and the ratio becomes 8 to 5. How much does Rosie have? So pause the video if you want to try this. Okay, moving on from here. So you draw 8 bars and you draw 3. Okay? But the ratio changes. There's 2 more bars at the end, and it happens to be 4 cookies. So what that means is each box is 2. So in that case, Rosie would have 8 boxes of 2s, which gives us 16. And John, not that it matters, but he's going to get 10 altogether. Finally, as a summary, make sure you draw the bars of the right size to compare later on. Ratio of comparing parts with parts, and make sure you read the question very carefully, just so that you know what they're asking. I hope this video helps, and tune in for more. Thank you.